Okay, so we're here in London on Whitechapel Street, and we're gonna walk down the street with Andy Ngo, and we're gonna try to expose what's going on here with the Islamic extremism. And we're not going to have any bias, and we're not going to make any presumptions, and we're going to walk to the mosque. Here we go. You were mentioning to me that a couple 100,000 Muslims live here.
We are in the neighborhood of Whitechapel, which is in the borough of Tower Hamlets. Tower Hamlets has the highest concentration of Muslims anywhere in the UK. And this has been reflected in the last two census that was taken, most recently in 2021. About 40% of this population is Muslim, primarily from Bangladesh.
This booth house, what is that? What is booth house? Is it like projects?
We'll probably speak to the man.
Where are you from? Sudan? Do you go to the mosque across the street to pray? To the mosque to pray? Yeah. Is this the public housing?
Yeah.
This is the public.
Oh, you're asylum seeker. Yeah. Okay.
This is the public housing for asylum seekers. This is funded by the government? Oh yeah. Are you asylum seekers? Asylum? Yes. Oh, I'm just a tourist. Yeah, I'm just a tourist.
Yeah, it's not allowed.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I was getting kicked out here. So we got kicked out by the woman at the public housing, asylum housing. She's like, you're not allowed to talk to them. I don't understand that. Why would she kick me out like that? I was just standing on a public sidewalk.
This is also like the case in New York. You know, you have these state-funded handlers who try to limit the press's ability to report on what's happening with the migrants and the migrant centers.
So you're not allowed to just stand on a street and talk to these migrants?
You can, but the handlers will come out and tell you to move along, or they'll tell the migrants to come out. I have, yeah.
The handlers will come out and just tell you to move along. Wow.
We're drawing a lot of attention. There's 5 guys following us.
What should we do?
And they're watching everything we're doing.
What should we do?
Just keep walking.
There can be a distrust of outsiders.
Well, we're just walking on the sidewalk. Right? Keep discreet with the GoPro. Be discreet with the GoPro. So what is all this here?
This is their bazaar, their open market. And you know, the changes here all demographically, culturally happen non-violently. It happened pretty quick.
Non-violent.
Yeah, people have in their mind images of sort of a violent takeover. It's not like that. It's like the area was sort of just seeded in a way. One population replaced another. And this used to be a white working class area in East London. The acceleration really started throughout the 90s.
I feel like we're in a different country.
Yeah.
I mean, not London.
Here, it's more likely that you'll see a flag for Palestine than of the Union. As you walk around here, the lifestyle is completely different. The dress styles are different. Women, lots of them are in black robes. They have their faces covered. It looks like scenes from a Gulf Arab country, you could argue. Discussing issues like radical Islam and mass migration and integration issues, it's just something that
You don't do.
yes, the British public are generally uninterested in, but after the number of terror attacks that have happened here, the number of British nationals of immigrant background or immigrant families who have joined Islamic State and carried out attacks. I mean, back in 2017, there were so many attacks here. The Manchester Arena bombing, where that was an Ariana Grande concert. There were all these stabbing attacks in London, car ramming attacks on the bridge. The attacks that happened right at Parliament as well. And the thing is, if people speak up, the state goes after those people.
People who speak up.
Yeah, there were people who were convicted and sentenced to jail time for their posts on social media. Wow. So there's been a certain phenomenon that's happened with Muslims who have migrated to Western countries, particularly in Western Europe, where as they come over, they become more fundamentalist, more extreme, more segregated from the rest of society. And so the Muslims here quite often are more radical than the Muslims from their country of origin.
They're more radical here.
Yes.
They have their own little society. We would call it a parallel society across the street. There's even a little Islamic relief, which is like Goodwill. And we're rolling up on the mosque. This is the East London Mosque, is that right?
Yes.
This is the East London Mosque right there. There it is. Yeah, so we're standing here in front of the mosque. It actually says main entrance for men. The men enter at the front.
Yeah, that's right. The women at mosques always use the back. They're kept out of sight.
The women enter in the back, and can we see the women? Is there a sign that says entrance for women?
Yes.
Okay.
It makes it very clear.